All right, guys, Sanch here. Welcome back to another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. Now we're covering the women's bodybuilding Miss Olympia at this year's 2021 Mr. Olympia. And what can we say here, guys? When we look at the competition, we have our reigning champion, Andrea Shaw, going through her individual posing routine right before prejudging. So technically, I don't think it's actually a routine. It's more of like a 60-second or 2-minute comparison, I guess. They actually go through the complete routine later in the evening, especially for finals. But as we look here, I feel like she's put in. I feel like she's put on some muscle from last year's Mr. Olympia. And with her being the reigning champ, again, she's kind of setting that standard. She has some really, really good conditioning, separation, especially in the glutes, the hamstring, the glute to hamstring tie in there. Just really wonderful flow to the physique. Nice, big, full back, but not as maybe as built as someone like Margie Martin or even Helen Trevino. We'll see them in just a second. So when we look at Andrea Shaw, she has a more modern look of women's bodybuilding compared to the traditional powerhouse, just complete muscle farms that we've seen in the past. And obviously no disrespect to these athletes. I love bodybuilding, but this is her somewhat posing routine. I mean, she flowed through it really well. It looked choreographed. Yeah, there we go. Words are hard. But again, looks really, really good. We're going to be transitioning into the top 4 of prejudging at this year's Mrs. Olympia. Technically, we'll just call it the Miss Olympia. And in no particular order here, they have the top 4. They'll move them around in just a second. But we have number 8, Margie Martin, in the red posing suit. We also have number 12, Janine Lankowski. She qualified off points, number 12. So very impressed to see her in the top 4. I believe. I might get the names wrong. I do apologize. Number 14, Helen Trevino. She's going to be in the pink posing suit, second to the right. And then obviously Andrea Shaw, number 16, our reigning Miss Olympia. And they're going to go through them pretty quick here. We'll get more comparisons in the finals, but it seems that they were very convinced on what they saw and what they were thinking for judging. They really didn't keep these ladies up here too long to really make them suffer. If I were to give my prediction, I would say, probably Andrea Shaw is going to retain maybe, but I mean, Margie is just an amazing athlete, and she's built so well. I could see her winning this one. I could see her with that upset. She definitely wants to win this one. But then also, Helen Trevino, she's also hot on the take here. She was talking during that press conference. She's like, hey, my glutes are shredded. She didn't say shredded, but I'm assuming she meant shredded, but she was making like some cat scratching noises. So I appreciate that animation, the energy and excitement that some of these athletes put into this sport, especially the press conference. It's not always super, super exciting, but really looking at these physiques, kind of apples and oranges. A lot of them look really, really good. All of them look really good, at least in this top 4. Everyone brought amazing conditioning, the separation, the conditioning in the legs, the quads. Midsections are really tight and controlled. It's just a really solid top 4. And really, I think Helen is probably in the conversation for that top 2. And I also think Margie's in the conversation. It could really go either way.